Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome in. We're waiting for everybody to get it logged in and show up so we can get started. And I gotta go find everybody. There we are. Invite. Hi, Debbie. I'm trying to invite myself to this live. There we go. Accept. Hi, Debbie. How is everybody doing today? Turn on my camera. Hi. Okay. Now to mute. There we go. Can everybody hear me? FedEx. Hello, how are you? Good, thanks. Ooh, okay. Do I need to sign anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Please.
Anytime.
She's not scared today.
For once.
She's not too scared.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
I just got a package of crystals. It's a whole big box and I'm so excited. Where are you, Lou? Let's see. Let me invite you in. I'm gonna do that. Why isn't it letting me invite you? Why can't I invite everyone? Did you get it? Okay. Lou, can you request an invite?
Hello.
Hi. Oh, there's Margo on the floor. He's having a rough one today.
Hello.
Hello.
Are we still
How are
whispering?
Hello. I was just telling everyone that literally as soon as I logged in, I got a big box delivery of a bunch of crystals, and I'm super excited. And so the box is
Typical.
going to sit here for the next hour and have me stare at it while I open it.
Right, I'm turning my volume up. How are we all?
All good.
Good stuff. Welcome in, everyone. Teresa, welcome in. Let's have a look. Who's come in? Who have we got in here? Send us a little hi. Debbie. Hi, Debbie. How are we all?
Yeah, and while you're on it, can you write where you're joining us from? Because I looked at our stats last week and I thought that there was an awful lot joining us from the US.
Hi, Kate. Welcome in. Was there? Interesting.
I'm wondering if that's because Tasha's
Gone live on the Witching Hour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
maybe.
Cotswolds.
Kate's from Cotswold. Cool, lovely.
The Cotswolds, that's UK. Lake District, Debbie.
Okay. We'll see what the stats say this week.
Debbie's place looks lovely. I see her photos. Looks
Yeah, so have I.
very
Not
nice.
jealous at all.
So user 73810 whatever. Where are you
Welcome
from? Welcome.
Sadie B, welcome in, darling.
Let us know where you're joining us from. Where in the world?
Where in the world are you? We need to know. It's interesting, yeah, because we've got Tasha in the States and us two in the UK.
Yeah, so
Interesting, yeah.
let's introduce ourselves, lovelies. I thought we should do this. My name is Paula and I'm from Roaming Raven, which is actually roaming_raven. And I'm in the UK. I live right down south, right near the beach. And I have my own online witchy shop.
The best shop. My favourite shop, and you know this.
It is the best shop.
It's so lovely. It's so
It's
lovely.
at least the best shop in the UK.
It's the best shop in the UK. Okay, I'll accept
Absolutely.
that. And that's because the best shop in the US is
Tasha
Is
Smudge Gifts.
Smudge Gifts and Curiosities, which is my little shop. So my tag is Tarsha, and then Smudge Gifts. I'm in a little town in New Mexico, and loving life here. So yeah, I can be the best shop in the US, sure.
You've got the best shop in the US. You've got the best shop in the UK. I don't have a shop yet.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm the Witchy Wanderer and I'm Lou. And I am down in Kent. I'm down southeast. I'm a massive Kent. And I mainly do spells and oracle cards, but there is something in the pipeline. So watch this space.
Yeah, watch your space.
Very exciting.
Yeah, really exciting actually. I was chatting to someone today who owns a crystal shop, and we got talking, and he saw my jumper because I've got my witching hour jumper on because it's Thursday. That's the law. And we got chatting about the live and all this and all that. And I sort of ran it past him, and he was like, honestly, because it's the year of the fire horse, you need to run with this. You've got to go with it. And he said to me just before I went, he went, don't undersell your stuff. And I was like, oh. And he was like, no, don't do it. Don't undersell. And I was like, I know. Thank you. That's exciting news. Exciting. Very nearly there. I just need for my kids to go back to school so I can concentrate on what the hell I'm doing. They're going back Monday and Tuesday.
Yay.
So then I'll have time to myself to get things up and running, but I'm quite looking forward to it. So yeah, watch this space, everyone.
So now you know where we're all from. Tasha, are you going to make me big?
I am, as soon as we get this candle lit.
Oh yeah.
Are we going to read the words though? So everyone, as we light this candle, we open the circle with open hearts and open minds. May what we learn today be for the highest and greatest good of all we welcome.
The circle is
Open.
wonderful.
Open.
I love doing that little bit. It's lovely.
Me too.
So your hair looks lovely.
My wet hair, I've just got out the bath.
Squeezy, really, don't lie. Ravens Keep, hello, darling. Are we going to have a couple of grounding breaths before we begin?
Shall we do that? Okay, hands on. Yes.
Yep.
There we go. So let's breathe in and out 3 times. Let's close our eyes. Let's dig in. So.
We are there.
Okay.
We are there. Wonderful.
So, does it make sense, Tasha, because you're going to introduce, are you going to introduce today's topic?
Well, I can go first or I can go in the middle, either one. But I can say we're talking about red flags and boundaries.
We are talking about red flags and boundaries. Okay, well, let me just carry on then, and then I'll hand over. So we're doing I'm going to do a couple of things today. The main thing is we are going to make a talisman. So, and the other thing that I wanted to cover while I'm doing this, because I've been doing lots of historical research about witchcraft, and as I learn, I thought it would be interesting to pass some of that information over.
Mm.
And it came up because I wanted to do a little talisman, what the difference between talisman and amulet is, because quite often people think they're one and the same thing. So do either of you know?
No, not at all. No, I don't.
Okay, so a talisman is, they're offering the same kind of thing in that whatever they're offering, good luck or protection, or some thing, but one is more personally and individually made for yourself,
Yeah.
and the other is more generic. So for example, a rabbit's foot that is very commonly used as a good luck charm, that is a amulet.
Okay.
So with that in mind, can you think of any other amulets?
So something
Oh,
that's
geez.
generally used.
The
That
the
people
4-leaf
use for good
clover,
Yes,
things like that.
yes.
Yeah.
Four-leaf clover.
The horseshoe.
Horseshoe, yeah.
The St. Christopher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Patron saint of travelling, yeah.
The Hampshire hand is also an amulet. Which
Yes.
is what I've got on here.
Yes. My
Yeah.
sister's got that on her key rings, yeah.
Yeah. So those are amulets, and I've got a little thing here. So it says an amulet is an object worn or carried to protect its owner from harm, danger, or evil forces. Its primary purpose is defensive. It shields rather than empowers. So it's protective in nature, often worn on the body, necklaces, rings, bracelets, or kept in a space, home or car. It's charged, they can be charged or blessed by a traditional ritual or a spiritual authority. And that would be considered obviously a more powerful and special amulet if it's been charged by someone with spiritual authority. But obviously the jewelry that you buy, like this is just a symbol, if you like,
Yeah.
that you have on its own. So historical examples: ancient Egypt used the eye of Horus for protection. Medieval Europe, holy crosses or saints' medals were carried to ward off
I've got an evil eye, yeah.
evil eye. Various cultures, herbs in pouches or stones like turquoise are considered protective amulets. So even carrying your stones in your pockets, those are amulets.
So I carry obsidian and tourmaline and tiger's eye with me.
So they help prevent negative energy, illness or bad luck. And like even today, there are very few sports people or actors, for example, that don't have a lucky thing, a lucky ritual that they believe is, if they don't have it or don't do it, will cost them the game. So in contrast, a talisman is an object that's believed to bring luck, power, or a specified desired outcome to its owner. Its purpose is proactive. It empowers rather than just protects. So it's designed to attract positive energy or outcomes. Hence today we are doing our no boundary one. It's often inscribed with symbols, sigils, or words of power. So even when we make a candle, we inscribe the sigil on it. We're talking talisman, typically used with intention setting or ritual charging. So historical examples, a seal of Solomon ring used for wisdom or influence, runic inscriptions on stone, so rune stones for success in battle or wealth, gemstones chosen for their metaphysical properties, such as citrine talisman for prosperity. Modern usage, talismans are used in goal setting, manifestation, personal growth, and spiritual empowerment. They act as a focus for intention often paired with rituals or affirmations. Now, having read all of this, I wanted to ask the question, because based on my research, I now understand it. How do things like this work? Why do they work? Do they work?
But we all know I'm going to say it's the intent that you put in. We all know I'm going to say it.
I think it's the intent, but I also think it's like a reminder of your power, a reminder of your boundary or your whatever it is you're trying to protect.
Yeah. So it's all of those things. But back in the 1500s, the what they call the cunning folk, the cunning folk were the healers, the herbalists, the midwives, the ones that used were witches. They were witches, but they were called the cunning folk because they seemed to understand and know nature. They worked out, long before there was psychology and understanding about the effect of stress on the body, on the mind, etc., they worked out that forming rituals slows the mind down and reduces fear and reduces stress. Now, we're talking a time where there weren't germs, there weren't antibiotics, there weren't doctors, there weren't hospitals, and people were dying daily. Children were dying daily. The average age of a man was 32 to 35 years old. So life expectancy was pretty low. Women lived much longer, actually, almost double that.
Because we're more sensible.
But men died. Well, the most common cause of death in women was obviously childbirth.
Childbirth, yeah.
But they discovered that not only did the herbs actually physically do something, bearing in mind 25% of medicine today is actually rooted by herbs and plants. So the herbs were actually doing something when God wasn't, was answering their prayers when they had the plague, when they had the things. It was reducing temperatures, it was reducing pain. But the rituals, the daily rituals, were slowing people's stress responses down. And as we now know very clearly that stress can cause all sorts of physical problems and even death, that by containing that stress, by doing repeated rituals, by carrying charms and belief and hope, that very, very much had an impact on them. It made fear sit down and take a seat rather than be just swirling around their heads all the time. So that's why they work, that when we have hope, when we have belief, when we create a ritual for ourselves, whether that be sitting and, we all do rituals. We run a bath, we get our clothes out, we lay them on the bed, waiting for, after the bath, we light candles and pop them around the bath. We put our favourite bath salts in. That's a ritual. We're doing that sort of unconsciously to calm right down. We know how to calm ourselves, to soothe ourselves.
We're doing what we know will relax us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is just another example of that. And that's why, in a very concrete, scientific way, these work. That's why the practice of witchcraft works, which is just wonderful. I was very excited reading all of that.
I love that.
So while we've got a tiny break, make sure that you like, share, follow, so that we can all be a part of this together. And follow our Discord.
The Discord.
Go join us on the Discord.
And the YT.
And the YT.
And the YT. The YT. Thank you, Repost the live.
And welcome in, everybody. We've got a lot of new viewers today. It's exciting.
We have got some new ones in, so welcome in, everyone.
So I've got an exciting podcast in the brewing, and so this is hence the reason for a lot of my research and work that I'm doing. So I'm going to be sharing some of those tidbits and some of those things every week. So if that's
Love it.
something you're interested in, the folklore, the history.
I really like how you explain it as well, Paula.
Thank you, lovely.
I really do. It's like when Tasha's doing her tarot cards as well. I find it easy to follow when someone's explaining it well and you're not using la-di-da words. You're just like, look, this is why and this is what. I like that. I'm only a simpleton.
Stop. Don't undersell yourself, right?
Stop it.
I know, right? Every time.
So we're going to make a little no bottle. We're talking about setting boundaries, saying no. And sometimes, you know, I find it hard to say no. I'm a people pleaser.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely a people pleaser and I don't like letting people down. And I find myself saying no, yes, sorry. And then, you know, coming away and thinking, oh, I didn't want to do it.
Yes.
Why did I say that? I think we're all guilty of that.
Yeah.
It's quite hard to say no without, because the other thing that I do is when I do say no, I feel like I have to justify it. And I feel like I have to give this great explanation, stroke excuse as to why I can't possibly do it. I can't just say no and have someone go, oh, okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Or if you did say no, you'd give 1,000 reasons why. And
and then feel guilty as hell and wish you just hadn't started it. just all right, I'll do it. Just anything, stop it.
Yeah. Love it.
If anyone else does that, please comment. Who else is guilty of saying?
I think we all do it all the time.
Yes,
we all
we
do
want
it.
to say no.
Well, I'm not too bad now at saying no. I'm just like, no, I can't. I'm tired.
So what we're going to do is we're going to create this, and I've just got a little jar with a screw top, but you can make it in whatever you like.
A little cork one.
You can make a big one if you want, but this one is to carry around in your handbag, stroke pocket, stroke coat pocket, to always be with you, to give you the strength to say no when you want.
Doing keyring ones, then
Yes.
I'll use one of mine.
Nice. So if you don't have some kind of little container or don't want to go buy one, a little thing like an old lip balm container that you've cleaned out also works, right? I mean, use what you have.
Yeah.
Or you can pop down to your local GP and ask for one of those wee specimen pots. That will do fine.
Clean one, please, doctor.
Yeah, clean one, please.
Oh my gosh.
To create this bottle, have the correct moon phase to be more effective.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah, Maria.
Thank you, Hecate. Excellent. So the first thing we're going to put in this is salt. And that is our base and our boundary. It doesn't matter what salt you put in. I'm just going to use, I've just got a big tub here of Himalayan salt.
I don't know why, but I always use my coarse salt.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 things. I'm just making sure I've got them. So here's the salt.
And is this just to coat the bottom for sort of fresh start cleanse?
This acts as our base and our boundary. The next, and I actually forage this myself. I love a bit of foraging.
I know you do. You're good at it as well.
Does anyone else go foraging?
No, I mean around
When
here
did
you
you-
probably
when did you
forage for a
start
crisp
foraging?
off the floor.
Well, a few years ago, I did a herbalist course, and then I got really into it. And I'm just sort of slowly but surely learning when things are in season. But this is yarrow. Now, yarrow is still used today because it is renowned for stopping bleeding. And you can use it if you're out and about with your children and they cut themselves. You can pick yarrow, which grows in all the fields. It's just plentiful. It's everywhere. You can pick and make a kind of poultice of it, like gather it all up and put it on the wound, and then
Can you?
tie something around it, and it will staunch the bleeding.
I love stuff like that.
So the soldiers in the war used it.
Yeah.
But in this case, for what we're using it for, I'm just going to see if I can poke it
Well,
in.
I haven't got any yarrow, so I looked up what I could use as an alternative, and it actually said sage, because it also works as a similar protector. So if you haven't got yarrow, although I feel like I need to add that to my collection now.
I know, I just wrote that down.
If you go to walk your kids in any park, you'll once you've looked it up, know what it looks like. It's sort of feathery with some like white little flowers. You'll see it everywhere. Once you've clocked it, you'll see it everywhere.
Now, I'm more
In the
likely
summer-
to pick up a crisp packet from my park, so
in the summer. So I'm
Better.
squashing it down. But this
Nice.
works as a shield or a barrier. And if you think about the shield on the top of your wound,
yeah.
that will help you remember its purpose. So that's yarrow. Then we've got rosemary.
Hello, darling. And then what? Rosemary. Sorry, Paula.
Yeah, rosemary, which acts as our clarity and clear thinking, which we're going to need when we're going to say no.
I love the smell of rosemary.
Where do I?
Lovely, isn't it?
I think it actually changes.
That's
something.
my herb.
That is yours. Yeah. You are the rosemary lady.
So now we've got it. It's very beautiful as well. Now I'm cramming it in because I want to keep it in layers. I want to be able to see the layers. So these are, so that's rosemary, and that acts as my clear thinking and clarity. The next is obviously my favourite drug, which we my favourite drug.
She's off her head.
My
Oh,
favourite
lavender was
herb,
lovely.
mugwort,
Mugwort.
which is
That's
known.
because you was go on.
Go on.
Because you were saying last week you can smoke
You can
it.
smoke it. That's why I'm calling it a drug. Yeah. So you can smoke mugwort. Neat. It's also in my. I've got a herb blend that I sell called Dreamwork, and it's got mugwort as one of the ingredients.
It's
also,
great stuff.
but this is for your intuition. This opens up your mind and is great for dream work if you're into.
Great for cleansing as well. You know, if you haven't got your sage or your Palo Santo, you can actually burn some mugwort.
So what else can you use mugwort for? Because not a lot of people know about mugwort.
I think you can put it in a tea. You can drink it. You can certainly add it to curries and stuff. But spiritually, I only know it really for putting into spells, protection jars, or burning. But Paula, you're the herb queen.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know. I think it can be quite bitter in its taste, so it needs to be mixed with honey if you're going to make it into a tea. But it's often used for people just like as a bedtime. That's what my Dreamwork blend is, because it's the intuition spiritual. And if you smoke it, people get together and have a smoking session of it, and yeah, it has not that dissimilar effect as weed.
Yeah. Mad. Never knew that till last week.
No.
And that's information for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet.
TikTok shop.
The last thing that I'm going to put in there is the cedar. Mine's not fully dried out because I only foraged this last week.
Pretty, isn't it?
It smells amazing.
I thought you were going to hold it up to the camera then and go, it smells amazing. And I would have leant in and gone, oh yeah.
Yeah. Would you like a sniff? And cedar is for strength.
Lovely.
And we're going to need that strength to say no. So, I'm jamming it all in. And I'm about there. And then the last thing that we do, that it said in my book, was put a little bit of paper. Now it said do it on red paper. Now this was an either or, but I'm going to do both. It said put it on a red bit of paper, the word no, and put it in the top of your little bottle. So I had a little bit of red card, that way, which just came off my.
I know what I'm going to do. Oh yeah.
My candle box. So I'm going to use that. But if you haven't got a bit of red paper, I think you could just put no on a bit of white paper, honestly.
I'm going to write it in red ink.
Yeah.
So I'll do that.
You do you. And then I've got my closed little talisman. And then I'm just going to seal it with a black candle.
See, I thought that's what you were going to do with the candle, so I already lit mine, so it had wax on the go.
Yeah.
I second guessed.
second. Well, you were right. You were right. That's the last thing that I'm going to do.
So here's mine. You can just see I've got my little layers on the go there.
Yours is so cute as well. I love the little.
I really like these little
Yeah.
pendants on them, the different
I
style
like
ones.
mixing mugwort with purple tile.
Lotus.
Lotus. Do you mean blue lotus? Or is that another name for it? That's what my Dreamwork blend has got. It's got blue lotus flower, and you can't get blue lotus. It's not a UK flower. It's like in Sri Lanka and places like that. So it is quite pricey, but it is in my blend. Blue lotus, mugwort, and jasmine.
Nice.
Your Dreamwork.
Nice.
Your teas are so nice. Genuinely.
Thank you.
Sometimes I find herbal tea can be a bit boring. And I think we've all had a herbal tea before where it smelt better than it tasted, but yours are lovely.
Oh, I have a really fabulous tea supplier.
Genuinely.
It's a wonderful.
So Hecate just said, before I do some rituals, I infuse mugwort to open my gates with spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Feel honoured we've got a Hecate in here. Hey, girl. He knows where it's at.
Tomorrow night, I'm going on a workshop learning all about Lilith.
Oh, are you?
Ooh.
Yeah, and then we're going to make spell jars there at the end of it.
Nice.
I'm so jealous of your workshops.
I know.
We don't have anything like that anywhere close to where I live.
I'm really lucky. It is a new thing, and I just come at the right time. If anyone lives down south in the UK, they're on regularly.
I've sealed mine.
Yeah, I'm busy melting tons of candle wax on mine. But that's my little bit done. Has anyone got any questions before I hand over?
I love this. Any questions? Has everybody reposted the live?
Yeah.
Is anyone going along with us and doing it at the same time? We always post our things that we're going to need for the live on the Discord. So if you ever wanted to do it whilst we're doing it, or give it a go at the same time we're doing it, go on the Discord. Everything's listed on there of what we're going to be using, so you can get your stuff ready beforehand. It's always very simple things. Mine's mostly stuff you can get around the house. So it's definitely worth getting on the old Discord.
And then there's also, like, just as you've proved today, Lou, there's always alternatives if you haven't got everything. But I mean, I am like the herb person, and I will be using some herbs that you won't necessarily have. But where possible, I'll be talking about where you can forage for them. And
Catalyst, occultist, yes. Discord, we have to call it, so we don't get bananaed on here. But it's the Roaming Raven Circle.
Yeah,
you
can
can
search for it.
And if you can't find it, just message one of us and we'll send you a link.
Yeah. But we're all over there, so we chat over there, and it's a lovely community actually, and it pretty much got a tab for everything magical, everything you can think of.
Very supportive.
Yeah, very supportive. Yeah, come along and join us, Catalyst. All are welcome, my darling.
Oh, yeah, multitasking. Do that. Yeah, you did hear that magic word. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me on my little
Love that, Paula.
boundary thing today, and I'm going to hand you over now.
I'm going to put this in my handbag, or pop it onto my handbag.
I'm going to put it in my pocket.
I think it's lovely. Really lovely. Perfect. Okie dokie.
Okay, so now that I have an armful of cat, I get to go next.
We're familiar.
Baby.
Yes, he is everywhere all the time.
Look at him, he's like a baby, like a little fluffy baby holding on to his mama.
He is. He's a big baby. He used to be very tiny, not anymore. Okay, so if you're just joining us, we're talking about red flags and boundaries today. And we just did our talisman work, which was really cool and exciting.
Love that.
So
Yeah.
when we talk about red flags and boundaries, as witches, we also talk about protection. And that's where our talismans come in and our spell work that we're going to do when I'm done, which I'm very excited about. It's one of my favorites, the lemon and salt situation. But so while we're going over all this, I'm yelling in my own ear. So while we're going over all this, let's go over, just for clarity, because some of us are 18 and some of us are 82, what we talk about when we're talking about red flags and boundaries. So a red flag is awareness, right? It is that moment when spirit is kind of, or that little voice in the back of your head is tapping you on your shoulder saying, something's not right here, or I'm not comfortable here, right? That's a red flag, whether it's coming from someone else or something that you're entertaining separately. It is really information from other people to us, to our comfort zone, and or to our spirit, to let us know that we're not okay. And that's where boundaries come in. Boundaries are the action, right? So it's the structure that helps us protect ourselves. It's something that we put in place, whether we verbalize them or internalize them. You know, a very simple boundary is, I'm going to protect my peace and not answer the phone or answer a text after 9 p.m., right? Very small boundary, but it's peace protective. So then we get into protective tools. So that's where our talisman comes in. The talisman is the reinforcements that protect us by all that we've learned, and also reminding us to hold those boundaries that we've set. So it can work in this case as, what did we call it? Where is it? An amulet and a talisman are different, but they can work in conjunction with each other. In this case, when we're like building a talisman jar that also is a little bit spelly, right? We're putting a lot of intention into it, and it can help us remember those boundaries. And then we've got the return to sender, which we're going to do here in a minute, which is the consequences that come when we have done all that we can do to protect ourselves, and it's time to kind of push back a little bit, right? We've said all that we can say. They're not taking the hint. And so we're just putting another barrier of protection up, right? So as we go through all this, like I say every week, I'm going to give the 3 journal prompts and really think about these as we move forward. And as you move forward in your week, if you're a journaler, they will be on my channel on the Discord so that you can find them and journal them all the way out if you want to. But also it's just kind of a nice kind of deep dive into yourself, just as food for thought as we move forward. So red flag number 1, not red flag number 1, journal prompt number 1. What does a red flag look like before I talk myself out of it? When have I ignored that signal in the past, and why? Like, how many times have we interacted with a person and said yes when we didn't want to, ignored, like when we're on a date, for example, and ignored some weird quirk that we're like, I don't know if that's okay with me, or a joke that someone told that made us feel a certain way, and we've just ignored it.
Or we've made an
Why are we
excuse for
ignoring it? 2, what boundaries do I struggle to hold because I'm afraid of disappointing someone? What would it look like to disappoint others instead of abandoning myself?
That's powerful.
3, if I truly believe I deserve calm, respectful treatment, what behavior would I no longer entertain? And when we think about all of these things, and even the protective tools that we're talking about today, there's a lot of intuition that goes into feeling red flags. And really, it's all about trusting yourself, trusting that intuition, trusting that still small voice. You know, whether you're talking about spirit, the Holy Spirit, the universe, wherever, those are all in place to help us notice our boundaries and protect those boundaries. That's like the first yellow light warning that a red flag is coming. So it's really about trusting yourself in this process. And as not such a great segue, we're going to move to the other camera, and I'm going to pull 3 cards, and you can trust your intuition on which card to pick as I flip cards.
I love this bit with the cards.
It's really important that we all get to be self-aware, isn't it? That we take some time with ourselves to think about those prompts.
Yeah. It's important, and a lot of them are things that I had to learn the hard way, actually.
Well, I think we all do. And if we can just take some time to really listen to ourselves and trust ourselves, we can avoid a lot of that kind of stuff. Because we've all been there, right? We've all been in a relationship with someone that we probably should have seen coming from a mile away that they were a problem, right?
Yeah, 100%. Married one, so that was fun.
I agree with you.
Never again. Well, I'd never been in a relationship with a red flag person, and it was an eye opener, and I didn't realise at the time until you're kind of too far in it.
Right, and then you're like, how do I get out of this?
Yeah.
Because I love this person.
So yeah, but I escaped, thank God.
Hi, Jen. Welcome in.
Welcome in, Jen, and we all do. You're right. Right, everyone.
Hi,
Okay, so everybody pick your card. We've got 1, 2, and 3. And the way this deck works is it is a tarot deck, and it's also got a 1-line blurb of basically what the card's about, and that's what we're going to be reading on today.
Type
So
in what
1, 2, or
guys.
3.
Pop
Please
it in
put
the chat, guys,
comments
which
one
card
you
you're picking.
choose.
I've gone for 3.
I am going to choose number 1 today for myself.
Number 3,
We've
we've got
got-
a 2, a
We've got
2.
takers for all of
Oh,
them.
hi, Maddie.
And at the end, after the live, Tasha will pop the cards onto the D-cord so you can go back, have another look at the card and reread the message.
Absolutely. Okay.
All right.
If you haven't put in your number, put it in now because I'm about to flip.
Ooh, hit me.
Okay, here we go. Number 1 is the 3 of Wands. Find your inspiration to take action. Hold it up close.
Find your inspiration to take action.
That was mine. Okay, number 2. Did either one of you pick number 2?
I picked 3, but there was a lot of 2s in the comments.
Yeah.
Ace of Pentacles. The time is right to take action on your ideas.
Oh, I wish I'd picked 2 now.
No,
Changed my
rewind.
mind.
You can't take it back.
Right. And number 3, we could do a read for you later, Lou. It's fine.
Thanks.
The Lovers is number 3.
Yeah.
Celebrate the love in your life. Oh, we're not supposed to show naked people.
The love of my, well, Marmite's the love of my life mostly.
The love, not the love of your life, the love in your life.
Marmite.
So are we saying, Lou, that your love spell didn't work last week? That there
I
are
had a
more-
lot of Vikings knocking at my door. It
You
was
did?
embarrassing after a while. They're out there crying, holding chocolates in heart-shaped boxes.
Lou, Lou, on my screen, you've got a 111 on your screen,
Ooh, a
Just-
111.
just so you know.
There's a lot
Okay,
of
so
tears.
I will be posting these in the Discord, so you can go back and look at them. And these cards are set up so that it's got all kinds of
They're lovely.
correspondences and information, so you can kind of figure them out. I keep doing that, so you can kind of figure them out yourself too. But there's
Motivation, love, beauty.
air, Gemini,
Cool.
balance, responsibility. So they're good informational cards.
They're nice. Love that.
I enjoy them. Oh,
Love
and that's
that.
111 on my clock. Woo!
Thank you.
Lovers for you, girl.
I like that.
All
That's
right.
lovely. So again, get on the Discord, guys. You can go back over and have another look at the cards. That's so accurate. I have a major HR meeting, really toxic situation that comes to a head tomorrow. Oh, good luck with that. I hope you made your talisman.
Yeah,
Right.
Red flag.
Red
Well,
flag, red
I'm
flag.
glad it resonated with you, SH, whatever the rest you are.
Not IT. Right. So I'm going to flip my camera around, and in keeping with the red flags and boundaries, I have done a really simple return to sender spell. So Tasha touched on it. When you've done everything you can, you've backed away, you've tried to block, you've tried to do everything. You've just got to, some red flags are, what's the word I'm looking for? They will not leave you alone. They're relentless. And sometimes they like to act the victim, even though they're projecting it all onto you. And after a while, it's like, do you know what? I'm not into dark magic or anything like that. But sometimes you can just have back what you have sent me. So I'm not sending you anything extra. I'm just returning to you exactly what you've said to me because I've had enough. And that's where we are with this. So let me turn my camera. Here's the fun bit. Oh, I'm getting good at it. There's my Marmite. So this is a really, 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 really simple return to sender. So I like to keep it simple, as you well know. So with this, we've just got a white candle on the go, and that's really for purity because we are not sending dark vibes. We're just returning to them what they have done. So I did pop it on the Discord that we need paper, a black pen, a white candle, a fireproof dish, which I've got here. It's a bit worse for wear, the poor old thing. And something to light your candle with, but we've done that. So before starting this, the really important thing to do is, we've already touched on grounding, but it is to take some breaths. A lot of this is intent work. So for it to really, really work, you need to really input your intent and your focus into what you're doing right now. So quite often before something like this, I will stand. Do you know what? I actually did this earlier in the kitchen. And I did to stand for a minute, take a few breaths, get myself calmed, get in the moment before you start. So after I've taken a few deep breaths, we are going to write on this piece of paper the name of the person that you want to send it back to. If you've got a middle name, write the middle name. More specific, the better. So I'm just going to put name and name. But you could write John Smith or whatever. Do you know what I mean? You have, write their name down. Second of all, we're going to write their date of birth. So, for example, you might write the, I don't know, what's the date today? 19th. So you might write the 19th, the 2nd. I'll put 26, but that's today's date. But you put their date of birth, whatever their date of birth is. So you want their first name. If you've got the middle name, pop it in, and their surname. You want their date of birth, and you also want their location. So if you know that they live in London, if you know that they live in Cornwall, if you know they live in New York, wherever, put their location on there. So if you can give more details, the better. If you know their address, pop it on. We want it to get to the right person. Do you know what I mean? So we do that. Let's put my lid on. Be as specific as you can. Now, going back to intent and focus, this really is where I would visualize. And what I want to do is visualize a bright light around me, my protection. I want to envisage a protective shield all around me. And envisage a protective shield all around me. I just got an echo. Did anyone else?
Yeah, momentarily.
I did too.
It's weird. Anyway, so once we've sort of visualized the protection around me, around yourself, your shield, you don't want any of this coming back on you. So I tend to visualize it as like a gold shield, but you can visualize whatever you like, but that's what I do. And so I've got a few words to recite. So I would say something very similar to the following of, by the power of the universe, I cast this spell. Return to sender, it's not mine to dwell. With harm to none and intentions pure, I send it back, this I am sure. May it find its origin, it's clear to see, and be returned, so mote it be. And then after that, we're going to burn it. And so again, whilst I'm burning it, I'm visualizing a gold light around me. I'm not casting harm. I'm just returning what is due. Let's burn that bit. Now, the ashes, you've got a choice. You can either do what I like to do and blow them into the wind, because I like the idea of Mother Nature taking that intent, taking that wish, taking that and blowing it into the wind for me, or you can flush it down the loo. It really depends what you want to do. So that is just one really
like
simple, hey, it's what? Pleasant.
She's got someone she'd like to flush.
Yeah, don't we all? So that's a return to sender. So once you've done that, that's that part dealt with. Now I have got a second bit to this, and it is really, really simple as well. And it's if you've had a red flag round your house. Now I think this is something everybody knows about, and it's certainly not anything new, but it is, I find sometimes with the Goldie Oldies, where the magic works. So this is a simple lemon and salt ritual. And what it is, I'm sure everyone knows, but it bears reminding, it gets rid of negative energy. So if you've had a red flag round, if you've had your mother-in-law round and she's a bit of a red flag and she's an energy vampire and she's zapping it all out of you, do this after. So quite simply, going to quarter the lemon, but not all the way through. We're just going to add some salt. And the idea of this is that you keep it in a room where you are, so your lounge, your home office, wherever you are, or wherever they've been, and just leave it. And when the lemon starts to dry, that's when you throw it out. It means that it's all been absorbed. So you can just leave this. I'll probably just leave this on my dining room table. Absorb anything negative that comes your way. The other thing you can do, you can put a dressed candle in there. You can inscribe on the candle the name of the person whose energy you want to sort of get rid of if you just don't want the energy around you. But this is a really nice general way of sucking negative energy out of a room. Super simple, easy to get hold of. It's nothing fancy. It's a Goldie Oldie. Everyone knows it, but I think it's worth reminding people that actually, even because it's simple and it's old and it's very basic, it's actually really effective. So there's that one. And if I've got time quickly, can I just show you the last one? It's very quick.
Please. Yes.
Toilet roll. Good old toilet roll. And I think we all know what we're going to do with this. So that red flag, let's get their name. We're going to write their name on it. You can write it as many times as you feel like it. And I think everyone's guessed what we're going to do with this. After you've been to the loo and done a number 2, you're going to wipe your body with it and flush it down the toilet. So if anybody has shit on you, you're shitting on them back. And again, it's, you know, it's nothing dark, you know, like I smudged it. It's nothing dark, it's nothing horrible. But if they're going to shit on you, I'm going to shit on them back. And honestly, again, it all comes to the intent, but try it. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, let your ink dry. You don't want that over your body.
I think that's very therapeutic.
Yes, very therapeutic indeed.
I was going to say that would make me feel so good in the worst possible way.
Sometimes you just need to give a little bit back, and I find red flags and people that drain your energy sometimes just need a little bit back. You know, it's like I said, it's not dark magic. It's I nearly lost my phone then. It's not dark magic. It's not anything horrible. You just give them back. You're going to shit on me, I'm going to shit on you back. If you're going to give lots of negative energy to me, I'm going to send it right back. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to suck all the bad energy out of my room with some lemon and salt. And it's a protection. I'm just protecting myself from bad energy and red flags, honestly. So there we are. There's my 3 little quickies for this week.
Thank you,
You
Lou.
enjoyed them. I enjoyed
That's
that.
great.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. So who wants to close the circle? Lou, since you're already
No, can
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
on,
Can I
you wanna
wind
do
up?
that?
Can I wind up, please?
You do it
yes,
then.
Please.
Let's go.
So I wanted to say firstly that little story reminded me of an old patient of mine who came to a grief counselling group affair, and because her husband had died, and she clearly wasn't grieving as lots of the other people were. She was really genuinely quite pleased that he was dead. And I think they'd had quite an abusive relationship. And so what she did was she got as part of it, we suggested it and she loved it. She got this photograph of him and she put it under her doormat. And every day when she came home or went out, she'd stamp a few times on the doormat.
And wipe her feet on it.
Yeah, and wipe her feet on it. And yeah, so it
Do
just
that,
reminded
yeah.
me of it.
Or you can write their name on a bit of paper and put it under put it in the sole of your shoe, and you can walk around on them all day.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
So remember, with everything that we've talked about today, it is the intention behind it, and it is the ritual, and it is the belief, and it is the hope that we have when we carry our talisman, when we complete our rituals, that are going to make them so.
Yeah.
So it's that stopping and taking that moment to, firstly, as Tasha said, about knowing ourselves better and reflecting and, yeah, just taking that minute to decide what it is we're going to allow or not allow.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope everyone's enjoyed this week. We've thoroughly enjoyed presenting to you, as
I've
always.
enjoyed it. We have got one question coming, so SH, my darling, type a bit faster because we're under a time limit here. But I thoroughly enjoyed that. I really, really enjoyed that, actually. That was good fun. And I love my little talisman. So there we are.
Please
I love that.
like, share, and follow all of us. Share out this live. The bigger our community, the more we can learn, because we're just here to learn from each other.
And if you're watching from the outside, just come in and help our numbers. Thank you. Do you want to close the circle, Paula, and hopefully that person will get their questioning quick?
Oh, is there something that we say? Hang on. I have written it down. Yeah. Okay. As we close the circle, may we leave refreshed and connected. So mote it be.
So mote it be. The coven, the circle, is closed. Right, SH, I have a small piece of tourmaline, which I intend to take with me tomorrow as a specific way to use it. For me personally, I love tourmaline. I just sit with it for a bit. Sit with it in your hand, feel it, let its energy go through you. It's scientifically proven that crystals vibrate certain energies. So hold it, get used to it, Pop it in the moonlight tonight, overnight if you can. Sleep with it next to your bed, whatever. Just get to know it and love it. That's my advice anyway. There's mine.
And if you can, a couple of minutes before you go into that meeting, just do a little bit of grounding. Even if you just close your eyes, hand on heart, hand on stomach, and take some good deep breaths just to calm yourself and get yourself centered.
Ground yourself. Feel the floor beneath you in your shoes. Just take a minute. And good luck with it all. Hope it goes well for you.
Absolutely.
Great question. Love it.
So again, if you want to watch more of this, more of us, we're on YT. And there are links to all of that, or we can give you links to all of that through the D cord, all of these initials.
Message us. Just message any of us.
Yep. Message any of us, and we are happy to send you links and hook you up. I'm glad that I'm not the only one with a cat that's all up in it. So
that was a really lovely
week.
Thank
you all for joining us. Thank you for all the hearts, the likes, the follows, the shares. We really appreciate you all. And thank you for having us.
I love it. This is week 7? So we're still pretty new at doing this. And I feel like we've really got into our pace actually. And we've already got a couple of wonderful regulars. And thank you everyone that came in today who were first timers. Appreciate the support. We thoroughly enjoyed it.
Shout out to Debbie and Hecate for being 1 and 2 viewer.
Yeah.
And
thank you guys.
Witchy Wanderer doesn't count.
Rude. My sister's in here, so thanks to her. She's probably watching in her pajamas.
Thank you. Okay, thank you so much, guys. We're going to call it now.
And thank you for the gifts. Amazing.
Yes.
We will see
you. Everybody have a wonderful night or day.
Same time next week.
Same time next week. Watch out on the D cord for what we will be doing next week and what you'll need.
See you there.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.